Today, the adventure got a brand new skin. Let me know what you think of the skin, but anyways, let's go and jump some ranked games to see what we can do today. And we do start off with an Amulet of Darkness along with our Soul Case. Now a Spear on Sill will be taken, along with a Twine too. You want another Twine? Maybe. But I think what we actually want to do is grab ourselves this broom, because we can do a lot of damage with Amulet of Darkness. You know, as for Twine, you know what? I'm thinking about grabbing one. With an extra stone, we keep our 2 golds and we just rock on with this. Now we are going to be running out of stamina, but I'm hoping that we murder face. I'm hoping that we take out our opponents super quick with our Amulet of Darkness. If we get super lucky, each activation is going to add another 7 damage. We dealt insane damage. Amulet of Darkness is crazy early on. It really is. Now we can hold on to Goobert to try and go for a Dragonite, which I'm kind of down for. Along with the banana, I'm going to roll once so we can get some storage. We could have kept the dagger too, but I didn't really want it all that much, if I'm being honest. Once again, let's go ahead and grab you. And let's get moving on once again. With our Goobert, we should be able to get our heals so we can deal our damage, but also keep ourselves a little bit more healthy too. Because eventually, this damage from the Amulet of Darkness isn't going to be as great. But for right now, it should be able to deal massive damage. Again, if we're lucky. But it's kind of smashing, isn't it? It really is. Now, we could go for Uniquely Unique, or we could go for Spicy Banana. Should we try to go Uniquely Unique and try to look for some of the brand new uniques? I mean, I'd love to try the Torn Elemental. I'd love to try any of these new uniques. I'm going to take it. We're going to take it and we're going to speed up our spear, which might be crazy. Now, shields, we could go for Pine Buckler, which I'm kind of down for. Piggy Bank of Riches could be insane. We take that as well. But I'm going to roll for... That's a Torn Whip. Yeah, we're going to pivot to a Torn Whip. Also, our Spike Shield. 1,000,000%. We're going to grab you. That means I do want to go for this. And we could go for a Practically Large Bloodthorne then as well. Yeah, let's take it. Do we try to craft up this rounds? For the Spike Shields, you know what? I'm going to do it. We don't get our heals, but that's going to be okay. Now, we are facing opponents with the Echo and Battle Cry. They're going to get lots and lots of heat. They're going to have a decent amount of damage. And they're going to be eating up our stamina, which could be a huge, huge problem for us. I'm really hoping that Amulet of Darkness puts in some work. Can I get some damage for us? Well, all we need is 1 big smack. Actually, 2 big smacks. We've got a decent bit of blinds. And hell, yeah, not bad. We're getting our shield online. And that's one of the new uniques. Now, this unique item is really, really awesome, I find, because it can scale up your max life by using regen. And also gives you a bunch of regen at the start of battle, so it's perfect for Bloodthorne. I'm going to sell this, we're going to take you, and we're going to have to sell our spear as much as I want to keep it, so we can grab both of these and craft them up. The only thing is, I do want this Angel Crystal Wing. The bad news is, do we sell our Goobert or do we keep it? I think we're going to keep it. We could also put this back in. And we could lose this round because, again, we're crafting up a Bloodthorne. And both of these use up a lot of stamina. But our opponent doesn't really have too... Wait, hold on. They got the Amulet of Darkness as well. This could be trouble. They do have a dragon as well. Reflecting any debuffs we do inflict. We don't really inflict too much debuffs. But it is neck and neck. Come on, we can win this. If we get super lucky, we can win this. And we definitely not can. Not win it. Wait, at least we got a Bloodthorne. Let's take our Angel Wing, along with some healing herbs. We're going to roll again. And we're going to sell a stone along with a garlic to go ahead and grab ourselves another fanny pack. This time, we're probably just going to use it on our banana. Or we could use it on our Angel Wing, which might be better for us. So we get that empower a little bit easier. I'm down for it. Let's move on. We'll see how we get on with this. With our shielding, we should be able to stack up a little bit more spikes for Bloodthorne. Again, we should have our heals, and we should be able to get a bunch of vampirism thanks to our Angel Crystal. We should be in a great spot to scale up the damage on our Bloodthorne, and that is amazing damage. Definitely so. Now again, we could go Dragonite, or we could go for the Broccoli Goobert of all things. Now the reason this is going to be awesome is because 3 regen is going to be 12 max health. So this is going to scale up our max health. Are we down for that? I mean, you could also just go Dragonite. But I'm going to go for Broccoli Goobert of all things. Yeah, this might not be smart. The Dragon then, we're not going to take. Although, that's literally Dragonite there as well. I'm still going to roll though. Another sell blueberries so we can stack up loads of luck if we stack up over 10 mana. Customer card, we probably do want to take the speed up our Uniquely Unique and maybe go for some platinum or customer cards. But I didn't really expect to be going for a Broccoli Goobert of all things. But the Angel Wing, the Angel Crystal, definitely is going to make it worth it. Oh, not bad. Bloodthorne this early on is crushing. And we could also take Pop. Make use of all this power as well. But I'm not sure if I do want Pop. You want Sill with this too? Maybe that's going to be good. That is a gold armor. giving us a bunch of regen. I'm going to be taking this. Stone skip pot then. I'm going to sell it too. Okay, bit of bad news. We're going to put in our holy armor. Now we could also wince for this trade as well, the employee's uniform. Give us a bunch of trades, but I'm going to leave it as it is. We do need to find some holy items to put around our holy armor, which would be our angel crystal. Yeah, we probably should have placed that beside it. So that means we start off with more regen, it means more vampirism, it means more max life, it means more awesomeness. And our opponent is inflicting a lot of blinds, but that's where Broccoli Goobert is going to stack up a little bit of luck for us, increasing our accuracy up to 95%, and after that it's just going to scale up our max life. We are running out of stamina, because we sped this up way too fast, using up a lot of stamina, but at the same time we should have constant scaling vampirism smashing. Now we could also just go for the Fedora, because this will give us a bunch of starting luck. It will use up all the luck, which is not too great. We could also go for the turtles, since we're going to be stacking up lots and lots of max life. The only thing is the turtle is super slow. We could also take the scale, which will help scale up some of our regen. If we get a mana orb, we can generate up a lot of mana, which then, since we're using up a lot of regen, we can actually get even more regen. Or we just take the ukulele, which will increase our healing, and also have a chance to duplicate our buffs. I think the ukulele is probably our best bet, right? Duplicating our buffs, giving us more healing. I'm going to take that. Okay, Prismatic Orb. That's just 8 ton of buffs for us. Is it time to sell Armor to Darkness? I'm going to sell out because I do want to take this Prismatic Orb. That's going to be a lot of regen for us. It's going to be some vampirism and increased healing as well. The shield is going to have to come out. We could take another bloody amulet, but I'm not going to take it as I roll, and that's a treasure with some storage. And I'm going to rock on with this. So this is going to give us a little bit more power. 2 more power since we got 2 holy items beside it. Also a little bit more regen too. 171 life. Now our opponent is rocking a katana, which will be removing a lot of our buffs. But we should be in a pretty good spot to still get more and more buffs. Our opponent does have some healing down, but with our ukulele in, we actually increase your healing efficiency along with our Prismatic Orb. So all in all, it should be kind of sweet. And a Bloodthorne should have time to scale up big damage too. And definitely looks like it. Not bad at all. I'm gonna grab you. Treasure or the Undead Fat Amulet. Let's go with the treasure. Wolf Badge. Great and all, but I don't really want that. This I'm also gonna sell with another stone, and I want to take this. Okay, Amnesty is crazy. Can I get back those stone skip pots? That'd be fantastic. But let's get going once again, so we should be able to get at least 1 power from this. Oh, I kind of wish we could get ourselves a magic tech armor, but I'm going to be out looking for gold armor because that's going to give us crazy regen. It has been nerfed just a little bit. But can we beat a shiny mantle? Mage, you're going to have invincibility. Once you stack up mana, you're going to be getting tons of power as well. Then we have a little tiny wooden sword to deal all that damage. Well, we're also scaling up our buffs too. Go on, lol. Not bad at all. Smashing even. Now we could go enchanted weapons, but why the hell wouldn't we just go false life right here? Especially with a Bloodthorne, it's going to be healing us, and especially with an angel crystal, it's going to be scaling up our max life. Okay, I'm going to take false life. I think it's going to be our best bet. Now that is heats from the beginning. Also heart container. I mean, we could go for a heart shield, giving a 30% chance to duplicate the regen they gain. Yep, I really want to take this. So we need both these twins. The only thing is I can't really place this in without getting rid of our shields, which... Should we actually do that? I mean, probably, right? This is going to give us a crazy amount of max life, since we're going to start off with a bunch of regen. It's literally 10 regen on top. And just an insane amount more max health with 43% increased healing efficiency. Yeah, this is actually looking kind of stacked, is it not? We've crazy buffs. Broccoli Goobert putting in some crazy work for us as well. It's actually not doing too much craziness, but it still gives us more max life and more regen stacking. And it's just looking kind of smashing. Now that's our Impractically Large Greatsword. I mean, we gotta go for it, right? We have to go for it. Helmet will be fantastic too, but I'm gonna roll, and that is a magic ring, the first we've seen so far. But it's one I don't really want. And I did want to go for Pine Protector as well, but at the same time, I think it's time I just sell this. Unfortunately, I do think we take out our heart container so we can craft up our Impractically Large Bloodthorne. Gonna roll once. Heart of Darkness, we could take along with another heart container and a shiny shell. Yeah, I want all these items. I want every single one of them. But let's get our Impractically Large Bloodthorne online, and we are facing a Burning Banner lightsaber, which means crazy blind. And we're only going to get a small bit of accuracy from our broccoli. So yeah, we're going to be in huge trouble with a 520% accuracy. We're going to be in huge trouble. It's not even going to be close whatsoever. 1,000,000%. We're toast. But at the end of the day, we got ourselves our big Bloodthorne. Now, speaking of insane, that's another prismatic orb. There's so much items I do want to get. The only thing is, I don't know what the hell we're going to take next, because this should be able to give us a crazy amount of healing efficiency. We should be able to get some power from our holy armor. But if we get ourselves a corrupted heart, we should be able to reduce opponent's healing, but also give us more power. So we're probably going to prioritize this just a little bit, which means we're going to take you, and we're going to have to wait around to grab these as well. So let's get moving with this for now. We should be able to get a bit more regen as well from our holy armor, which should be fantastic. Almost 400 max health. Now, our opponent is going to be shutting down our health, but as long as we get our power from our Bloodthorne, we should be in a fantastic spot, except they do have Tim to steal our buffs, making it a lot more difficult to get our power, but we do get it online right now from our Angel Wing, and it's looking super close, and we barely win. But the Impractically Large Bloodthorne is just insane. 152 DPS. Yeah, we should definitely be able to carry on. 1 million. That's a freaking Cthulhu. I mean, if we got ourselves the broccoli tree with this guy, that would be kind of nuts as well. But since we don't have it, we're going to have to do without it. Let's take you. We're not going to be able to take our hack container just yet. I'm probably going to grab this as well. We really need the storage. Kind of regret buying this. So we're going to have to sell it, and we kind of wasted a little bit of gold on it. But at the same time, I did want to try to go for some blueberries, if I'm being honest. If we stack up loads of mana, we should be able to get even more luck for ourselves. And this is probably going to be our next round for sure, because this is going to give us more healing efficiency, and so is this. So every smack with this is going to heal us for an insane amount. Hopefully. That's the game plan anyway. We lose a little bit of regen, but our Heart of Darkness gives us our power from the get-go. And from there, we should be in a fantastic spot, scaling up so much max life, dealing insane damage, stacking up insane spikes and vampirism, and it's not even going to be close. Adventure's Big Bloodthorne still crazy as ever. We still have room for 2 more uniques as well. Let's grab our Heart Container with the boots. Let's roll once, and that's our shield. Now, we do want to keep the boots because this is going to be a nice way to get summon power as well and a little bit of luck, but at the same time, I'm going to sell it with our customer card as well, so we can go ahead and take this storage, because we really need some storage. But yeah, let's get going with this for now. Especially if we get ourselves a gold armor as well. If we get ourselves a gold armor, we would be amplifying our regen by quite a bit as well. But also just an insane amount of block, giving us even more power. And can we win against this opponents? They have crazy buffs actually. They have themselves a gold armor, but at the same time we're going to be smacking them, and yeah, it's not even close after that. Definitely, that's another heart container. How many heart containers can we get? It's kind of nuts, isn't it? Should we even go for this heart shield? I mean, how good is a heart shield really? Let's take it. Let's reserve you, but let's roll once, looking for some storage. We could grab ourselves some block potions, which we definitely should have. But let's go ahead and grab you for now too. Okay, Banana's going to be out, but it's going to have to do because we want to craft this up into the heart shield. If you want everything else in, we kind of need it this way. Also, this unique is possibly in the worst spot of all time. But this is still going to eat up an insane amount of stamina. Without a banana, it's not going to matter too much. Now, they do get invincibility. They're going to have invincibility for 7 million years, which could be a huge problem. We do have a small window to smash through. And we got insane max life. Like a crazy absurd. And that little tiny window, we can just squeeze through. We got ourselves our heart shield. And then we can duplicate whatever regen we're going to be getting as well. We can get ourselves some mana as well if we want to, but let's go and grab ourselves a treasure, which does give us Snow Cake of all things. Also, more increased healing efficiency, which I'm kind of down for. Snow Cake, we'll be seeing it. Anything else we want? Not exactly. Set of blueberries once again. A pineapple for more stacking spikes will be kind of nice. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to continue to roll. Now, do we want to go for another Heart of Darkness? I mean, it's more on power. It stops our opponent from healing as much. Am I crazy not to take it? Maybe I am. But I do kind of want to get more and more regen from the beginning by having it beside our holy armor. We activate 3 of our heart containers, giving us insane max life, decent block, and just tons of regen scaling for us. Our opponent does have insane blind on us, so our actually is going to be kind of duty trash, but at the same time 50%, and we have 17, but we have so much power. Now, they do get invincibility, but can they really smash through us? 25% accuracy. They could whittle us down by quite a bit. As long as we get one smack through, we have the potential to just one-shot our opponents. 204 damage, never mind. Our accuracy is going to be 40%. And we just couldn't hit our opponents at all. It is kind of funny but it was super unfortunate. However, we do got a banana that we're going to be starting to put in as well. Let's go ahead and grab you. Okay, Amulet of Energy's even more insane. Let's just keep rolling. And since you're on sale, maybe do grab you. And should we grab ourselves an eye lamp? Are these the last 2 items we really should get? Gold armor I definitely wanted to grab, but we just couldn't get it, unfortunately. So I think I'm going to leave the eye lamp and I'm going to take ourselves the bloody amulet. But that's one we're going to lose is by missing our opponents. Now, they have an insane charge splitter type situation with the Bismuth Cube. They're going to get crazy buffs. They're going to get this Bloodthorne to be going super speedy, dealing loads and loads of damage. I mean, they're actually dealing some crazy damage, and they get invincibility as well with time melting. This could actually beat us out. Holy moly, Bismuth Cube is looking better and better every single time I see it. But the crits really brought it over the edge. If we had crits, we would have been in a good spot too. But let's take both of these. Let's roll. Now another prismatic orb. I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of want to grab it, no? Do we sell this then? I think we do, right? But it really wants to sit in this spot. So that's going to be quite a huge amount of buffs for us. Loads of vampirism, loads of increased healing. It should be even better for us. Now, can we face opponents that's not going to have invincibility or blind stacking? We'll see. We also speed up our Bloodthorne by having it down below as well. Now, they do have the Amulets of Light, which I really wish we could have. They do have invincibility right from the beginning. They're going to have Molten Greatsword to stack up loads of power as well. And they're going to have Dragons to deal some big damage. But it's looking much, much better for us. And this is exactly the way that this should work out. Invincibility is crazy these days. But I mean, we do have 140 DPS when opponent does have an 86 DPS. Practically Large Bloodthorne, when it's able to hit opponents, it does have 120 DPS. And I kind of wish we could add it in a broccoli tree as well to increase our base stamina regen. That would have been nice as well. Now, in terms of healing, we did have 30 healing per second because even with all this increased healing that we did have, our opponent did have some crazy healing reduction. Now, in terms of max health gains, within 7 seconds, we gained 100 max life per second. Which is kind of nuts, actually. In terms of block, 160 block. So there's definitely a few improvements that we could have done to our builds. By getting a gold armor, we would have slowed down our Practically Large Bloodthorne, but at the same time, we would have got even more regen. Would have got way more block, that's for sure as well. But hey, we did survive with 3 lives left. How much rank points are we going to get with the new adventure? 25. I say new adventure. I mean, it's just a skin. But anyway, stick around. We're going to be jumping in some round 18 fights and seeing how our build can actually perform. Okay, we got to do our build some justice. Can we beat out 2 gold armors, crossblades, fancy rapier? They're going to have insane block. They're going to have the alchemy bomb, so they're going to get tons and tons of power. They're going to get tons of vampirism. They're going to be super healthy. And that's a lot of block we do have to get through. Can we actually get through it? It's not looking too bad. Our opponent is putting in some damage to us, but we're scaling up lots and lots of region as well. We're stealing a lot of their buffs. And yeah, it shouldn't be close. That freaking invincibility once again. But it doesn't matter too much. It's dealing about 400 damage right now. Almost 400 damage. A little bit less. And can we deal with a Forest Dragon? With an Amulet of Steel. They're going to be getting lots and lots of block and lots of power from this. And lots of mana. They get invincibility once again. Everybody's rocking invincibility. That's for sure. However, we don't need invincibility, since we're going to be scaling up so much max life and so much damage. Not bad at all. Now, can we deal with the Berserkers? Bust the Blade. They're going to have 82% crit chance. We're going to be scaling up lots of power with the Shell Totems. Trying to one-shot us with this Bust the Blade, but it's not going to matter too much to us.